Good afternoon. I'd like to call the Public Safety Committee meeting for November 5th to order. I'm Stephen Havey, your committee chair. To start with, please, we'd like a roll call.
Mr. Havey.
Here.
Mr. Stockin.
Here.
Mr. Barnes.
Present.
Mr. Bissett.
Here.
Mr. Demick.
Here.
Mr. Healy.
Here.
Mrs. Ricketts Swales.
Here.
And Mr. Harris. 7 present, and we have a quorum.
Thank you very much. We need an approval of the agenda. A motion, please.
Demick will move it.
Thank you. And a second?
Passat.
Okay. Any discussion on the agenda? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? And the agenda is approved. Thank you. We need approval of minutes for October 1st, please. A motion?
Ricketts Swales.
Thank you. And a second?
Barnes.
Thank you, sir. Discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And those are approved. Little blink there. Okay, up first, Mr. Ian Jones, our district attorney.
He's not coming.
He is not present.
He said he wasn't coming.
I didn't get the message. Okay, he is obviously in court prosecuting people, which is his job, so. I was wondering if I could ask the county administrator why the lights are blinking. Do you?
I just walked into the room. It wasn't because I walked into the room, was
It
it?
wasn't your fault, right?
Are they blinking on and off? Yeah. They've been doing that. I don't know if it's the winds or not, but they've been doing that for the past few days.
That's all right. If that's the worst thing that happens to us today, we'll be fine. Okay, up next. Oh, by the way, Mr. Jones's report is in the packet, so if anyone wants to review it and get back to him with questions. Mr. J.R. Santana Carter, our public defender, sir, please. You're here, and we appreciate that.
Good afternoon,
Good
everyone.
afternoon, sir.
I have nothing to add to the report. I'll rest on that. I just wanted to stop in and say hello to everyone. I'll take any questions if you have any. I do want to mention that we continue to speak with our partners at Indigent Legal Services, and they are committed as ever to continue through with the goals and initiatives that has been approved by the board.
All right, very good. Any questions for Mr. Carter? Hearing none. If you have nothing more for us, I think you're clear.
All right, thank you. Good
Thank
to
you very
see
much. We appreciate you, what you do. Conflict Defender, Mr. Peter Degnan, please. You're going to bring the sparkle.
Well, I want to congratulate everyone on your victories. I mean,
thank you.
that's
Thank you very
pretty
much.
nice, right? I mean,
Hard fought.
hard fought, wonderful people. It's all good news, right?
It is good
That's
news.
terrific. So we did have a pretty, JR left, but we did have a pretty substantial increase from last month to this month. But thank goodness we have people to cover it. And, you know, some of the cases we have to put 2 lawyers on, which is not the best, but that's what we have to do in order to ensure quality of representation. So,
Okay. Questions for Mr. Degnan, please? Okay.
is it
you've
that no one
raised-
cares?
Well, now, you've raised my curiosity.
Just
What type
kidding.
of case would you need to have 2 attorneys for?
Goth.
How would that go?
The police assault would require, ILS would probably want us to have 2 attorneys on that because it's a pretty serious case. So they would want to back up on that. You know, that seems to be, even if you go to the DA's office, you know, you'll see that they'll probably have the co-counsel on some of their cases, like on Goth, they'll have 2 people on that, just because it's serious and a lot of the evidence, and you know, we have the ILS standards that we have to hit, so you know, they want us to do certain things, and so that would be a case that we would have to do. They would probably want us to do that on.
Okay, I guess that makes some sense. Any questions, other questions?
Did you pick the color of your building?
No, nope. I just sit and ride in the boat and just hope we get there.
Did they change the color, or is it still yellow?
I think it's gray now.
Gray?
It's
Yeah.
gray with like a
Soothing
barn
for the-
red.
Yeah, it
door.
looks good. I mean, the color is, I think, really makes it look nice.
Excellent. Okay, we like color coordination. Anything else for us, sir?
Not for me.
All right, very good. Thank you all for your kind attention. We appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Office of Emergency Management, Mr. Scott Golden, sir. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, sir. All right, our monthly reports, we had some good, a quarter top of pantries that we've been helping out with for many years. Two, fairgrounds, over Attention Saputo. Obviously, under the current conditions, that was.
Very big, sorry, thank you. I usually have a big enough mouth, I don't need it, but thank you. And at Saputo, and as you know, with the current conditions, that was very well, much appreciated. We are onboarding with NERIS fire reporting system seems to be going well. November 4th through 7th, Regional Fire Administration Conference, Montour Falls, Bill's out at that currently. We have two Citizens Preparedness Corps events coming up. The one on this Friday, Legislator Stockton, thank you for all your help on that, and Sarah, been in constant communication. I'll be there personally on Friday. We did get our attendance numbers pumped up pretty good for that, so we're happy about that. Then the other one on the 14th will be over at Genesis Bible, so some great community partners, and we're hoping to provide some good information to the community and preparedness. Allegheny CAT COAD, that stands for Communities Active in Disaster. I know we have a ton of acronyms, so I try to spell them out because sometimes there's new ones to me as well. That's basically through United Way. Chris Baker and myself, he's the county OEM for CAT County. We're going to be guest speakers there and kind of partnering, coalition forming, and one of the big topics will be the new plan that the state is working on for access and functional needs. So we're looking forward to that as a good opportunity, partnering and networking and going forward with things. Speaking of that, not in this report 'cause it happened just this morning, but I had a very good meeting over at Accord with Leslie Gooch-Chrisman this morning, and have some very, very good partnering going on there with that agency and ways that we can help benefit the residents of the county, which is what we're aiming to do, working together. Education under fire, we have the Traffic Incident Management System course. That's going to be in Almond in December. Some past trainings, previous trainings, beginning of the month of October, we had the CISM training, Critical Incident Stress Management, had 18 attendees. It was a very good course. It was 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, right over at Crossroads. Some very good skills were learned, and that should help the whole first responder community going forward. Mandy specifically took the social media tools and techniques course. She's been doing a great job with that, and helping to update our site for our page for public safety, OEM and public safety. We have quite a few followers on the Facebook page as well, and we get a lot of hits on that, which is good because it's just one other way we're getting information out in a timely fashion to the public for alerts and warnings and stuff. We're also continuing to push the either New York Alert or the 333-111 program, and the signups have been improving for that. I don't have the current numbers yet, but. All right, under admin and ops, we have a whole bunch of things going on there. Coordinated fire service training request forms for state fire instructors, assisted students, EMT course requirements, such as clinical documentation, the normal registration process for state fire instruction programs. And then Shelley was going through the AEDs the other day. We got some new ones that are going to be going out to the buildings and such. She was checking them, doing the functions tests, and everything seemed to be good so far. Under financial management, pretty much business as usual, processing audits, checking things, make sure checks and balances in place, submitting a monthly credit card expense report, balance and ledgers, monitoring the grants program process. Mandy has a big hand in that, does a super job. Under responses and attendances or meetings, towards the beginning of the month of October, Bill and I went up for the EM and CT training in Albany. That was a good course. Got a lot out of it, made some, increased our network and made some new contacts there. Couple other big highlights, as I mentioned before, October 4th and 5th, the CISM training at Crossroads. Of note, there was one special response over at the Alfred Tech campus with the culinary. You guys probably already heard about that one. There was a minor gas leak over there, but the response time was excellent, and all the partners responded long story short, it was taken care of without incident. They detected the leak, finally took care of it. There was a short evacuation just out of precaution, and a few patients did go to the hospital just to get checked out of abundance of caution. No other untoward effects after that I'm aware of. Couple other big highlights would be, I attended the highways meeting that they run monthly. I did see legislator Demick there. It was a great opportunity to kind of get ahead of some things with the recovery process during disasters, using my past experience with New York State dishes. It was well received. I gave, is like a basic training, about a half hour, about the different categories of work and what the highway superintendents would really need to know upfront, like a 70% solution. What's the no baloney? Out of this 350-page manual, here's about 4 or 5 pages that are boiled down, very pertinent and important to help you get started on the right foot. So it was well received. I think it was value added. I asked for honest feedback, and overall it was 2 thumbs up. So I hope to continue to do that, especially when new highway soups come in, because you could potentially lose that knowledge and that experience. So I hope to continue that, to work with that group, and I thank them for that opportunity. The very next day, I was invited over to the Triad meeting with the sheriff and OFA. I thought that went very well. It was a welcome opportunity to introduce myself as the new director for OEM for the county. I knew some people in the room, which was great, helped out some old friends, and shared information there, again, about preparedness and also just awareness for disasters and alerting systems and such. And I felt that it was very well received by the crowd in the room. And I did summarize it and send some follow-ups over to the sheriff that they were going to distribute throughout their network channel. There was a couple other big responses. The one here on October 21st, structure fire in Wellsville. It started in the garage. It was a total loss on that, spread to the house. The garage was a total loss, but it spread to the house, received moderate damage. That one had a lot of departments involved. That's Bill's note for that. There's a couple more as listed. And then on October 27th, recently, our whole team had attended the county hazard mitigation team meeting. That was led by Plans Cure. I thought that things went pretty well there, and then we have some follow-up for that. Have some specific stuff for EMS. I'd say most notably, there's a bunch of stuff. We had a National Grid meeting, which I felt was important, speaking about the lights flickering earlier and stuff. We called a blue sky meeting, basically setting up potential plans and priorities of electrical lines and such getting reestablished in critical areas. So I felt that was beneficial. We also had a monthly meeting up in Batavia. And then Bonnie and I attended most recently the DPC Disaster Preparedness Commission Symposium in Albany. Well received, again, increased our network. Coming out of that, not maybe so much pertinent yet to our county, but the key theme there was on mass gatherings. And one of the key things I learned, there's a ton of planning that's already been going on, mostly involving New York City area. They're going to have, it's already busy there anyways, but they're going to have FIFA World Cup semifinals there all around the time of the 4th of July, which will be the 250th celebration of the birth of our nation. So there's the events that are already regularly planned are going to be even bigger than usual. So you've got the soccer going on. You've got the SAIL 250 program. You have a international naval review, and then a whole bunch of other stuff. A massive air show on Jones Beach, and just a whole lot of events to plan and prepare for in the New York City area. So what they're trying to say is, hey, other counties throughout the state, what are you guys doing for 250? The only thing that came to mind immediately was the parade in Andover, if it's potentially going to be even bigger and better than it normally is, and the fireworks and such. So I've kind of got the feelers out to try to gather some information to turn into intel and say, hey, are there any other big events we don't know about? Please let us know. We're here to help. We can try to plan them and prepare them safely. So that's one of the key points to that. Currently, 2 staff are at the G2304 EOC skills training up in Rochester at that training. And then the rest of the stuff was pretty much noted. So subject to your questions, that'll conclude my report.
Any questions for the director? Very comprehensive report. Appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
I see no questions. I guess we can move on to some business here. We have some memorandums of explanation, I think.
Yes, so the first part, pretty standard. This is for the request for authorization for a medical director, which we have to run the EMS programs, the trainings and programs that we have. Under the explanation, the terms are down there. We decided to try to do like a 2-year, so it'd be a little bit less work for later on. There was a small difference in price between calendar year 2026 and 2027, as noted.
Oh, yeah.
Keely will move it.
Thank you. And a second?
Demick will second it.
Thank you. And discussion, please. Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that is carried. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Now what do we have? We have,
Just a quick memo. I
Yeah.
just wanted to say, our office wishes to acknowledge the following appointments to the SWRMS, Southwestern Regional Emergency Medical Services Council, representing Allegheny County. We have one new appointment, that's Roland Brian Jones, and then we have 2 reappointments, Lucas Green and Jessica Gaines. And it said these individuals were reviewed and approved by the Allegheny County EMS Advisory Board. These appointments are essential to maintain the county's representation and participation in the regional EMS planning, coordination, and policy advisory processes. So we
Okay,
appreciate
nice.
that. Thank you.
I see that these require no action on our part. I just want to congratulate these folks and thank them for the service.
Thank you, sir.
Anything else for us?
No, sir.
Anything else for the director? Okay, thank you very much for all
Thank
you
you.
do. Okay, up next, we have Mr. Scott Grantier, Probation Director. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. So the monthly report is pretty standard. I would like to highlight pretrial service numbers into the triple digits for that last month of October, which is very busy, probably the busiest we've seen. That continues to be our heaviest workload. In relation to that, we were just notified that we were granted level 3 certification by New York State Office of Court Administration. That's a 3-year certification for well-run program. I think we're doing a great job, and I commend the staff for their efforts and all they're doing down there.
Excellent.
What do you attribute the increase in numbers?
I would say, it's a combination of a lot of things. Bail reform, obviously, we're seeing more and more people, but also the inception of Central Arraignment Court, which is extremely positive for the county. But we're seeing, I think, a uptick in people being released to our doorstep after post-arraignment.
Where they have some control, right?
We do.
Yes.
Yeah, we do have some pretrial conditions. We try to impose and get the best outcomes we can with engagement, linkage with services, and making sure they return to their next court appearance.
Thank you.
Some other items you'd like to highlight, or are we good?
Well, I'll kind of jump around here a little bit, but then I'll go into the MOEs if that's okay.
That's fine.
I would like to just highlight in regard to the Stop DWI program, Supervisor Jessica McKnight, Lieutenant Tim Hand, and Scott Lamphere presented last month at the Highway Symposium, New York State Highway Symposium. They were part of a presentation is in recognition of the very strong, very powerful victims impact presentations we do with the mock crashes in collaboration with so many schools and programs, and I'd just like to thank them for that the tremendous efforts that they all put forth in the collaboration with the Sheriff's Department and so many, and it wouldn't be possible without those partnerships. And we're looking for, even bigger and better in 2026 for those presentations. So, and those plans are already in the works.
Bigger and better and scarier. Okay, so this is an MOE we need to consider here for the high visibility enforcement campaign?
Yes, this is the acceptance of grants for 2025, 2026. The acceptance letter in the amount of $24,500 for high visibility campaign events throughout the remainder of this year into next year.
Okay, a motion, please.
Ricketts Swales?
Thank you. And a second?
Demical second it.
Thank you. Discussion.
This is all outside money coming in that otherwise would be spent elsewhere or some other county, is that correct?
Correct.
Thank you.
Yep.
Any other discussion?
And you'll notice on the grant award that it does highlight the dates for law enforcement, and they've been notified of those events already.
Super.
Benefits are.
Yes. Yep.
Yep. Okay. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? That is carried. What's next, sir?
I have an MOE here for the request for acceptance of an appropriation of a donation from Accord Corporation. This is in relation to the youth court. We were able to find that there was some youth court funding that was not expended, and with a 2026 relaunch of the youth court, Accord has graciously sent that money back. I intend to have that with our committee approval to seed money for conferences and training as we kind of relaunch youth court in Allegheny County.
Okay.
Demical move it.
Thank you. And a second?
Stocking.
Thank you. Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? And that is carried.
And the final MOE I have today is another acceptance of, in budgeting of grant funds. This is our annual state aid probation block grant in the amount of $151,101. And that would be for fiscal year 2026.
He'll move it.
Thank you. A second? Thank you. Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? And that is carried. What else can we do for you today, sir?
That's all I have.
All right, very good.
I thank you very much.
Thank you very much for all you and your staff do.
Absolutely.
Okay, up next we have Sheriff Scott Cicerello with his monthly report. Good afternoon, Sheriff.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. You have my report. Any questions on the report?
There's a lot of information in
guess
there,
not.
as always, and I appreciate that.
Not a problem. Just a couple items of note. We did host our annual trunk or treat at the county office building on October 25th. We had over 300 kids attend. It was probably the biggest participation we've ever had as far as attendees. Very pleased with it. We're very happy that this board and the county admin supported this and were able to get us in there once again. So thank you for that. We look forward to doing that for years to come. Also want to recognize Deputy Derek Trinetti and Deputy Tyler McPhillamy. They both graduated from their respective police academies and they're in their field training. So we're welcoming 2 new deputies to our ranks to, in an effort to try and fill some of our several vacancies. So we welcome them to the police side of things. Lastly, we are preparing for our 3rd annual Kevin Shea Toy Drive. As you know, we've been doing this for 3 years in memory of Kevin Shea, one of our correction officers. It's been wildly successful, based in part to the support of this board and the county administration, but also the community has come together to make this a great event. Last year, we were over 125 children that were served. And as you know, we try and target kids from a socioeconomic disadvantaged background and allow them to have a nice Christmas, which they might not otherwise receive. So this is very important for us to do this, and I'm honored to be able to do it in Kevin's name. So in the next week or so, the flyers will be going out, and all of the toy bins will be distributed throughout the county by the last week in November. So again, thank you to this board for that support.
Excellent.
That's all I have. If you have any questions?
We have questions on any part of the report. There's a lot of good information in there in case you have a question. I guess we
All right.
don't at this moment, so I believe we have a piece of business.
We do. We have an MOE. It's permission. It's in permission to apply for a grant. It's for the Emergency Services IP Network Readiness Grant. Grant total that we're looking for is $689,655. We're looking for permission to apply.
Okay,
So move.
thank you. And a second?
Illy.
Thank you. Discussion. Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that is carried. Anything else for us, sir?
That's all I have, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Okay, going directly down to unfinished business. A couple of items here that we have been keeping track of. If the county administrator would speak briefly to county building security, I believe we had something coming up perhaps this month, but if there's anything else to report.
I don't have anything else to report on that.
All right, thank you. Animal Abuse Registry, County Attorney.
We are still waiting for the additional information that we need to proceed forward.
Okay, all right. Once we get that, we can move pretty quickly. as
Yes,
soon
we
as
can
that's-
move pretty quickly.
All right, that's good news. Okay. Under new business, first of all, let me ask if anyone else has any new business. Okay, under new business, I would like a motion to go into executive session for the medical, financial, credit, or employment history of a particular person. A motion, please. Thank you. Second?
Ricketts Swales, second.
Thank you. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. No? Opposed? Okay.